What is up? What is up?
How them Disneyland vibes feel? Yeah. Hey, y'all already know it, man. We back at it. We got the crew in the building. New gang. Let's get it, my guy.
Yes, sir. You know, I am one of the hosts of Bird Gang 31 in the building with my co-host.
Hey, guys. I'm new to the show. I'm Nikki. Be sure to follow me on YouTube. Okay. Bird Gang threw it in the channel there, and on Instagram at nikiadkins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Indeed.
And you know the other co-host.
Hey, you already know we out here. We on live and lit today. Y'all already know Eagles live and lit coming at y'all. But we still, warm this thing up, gang. Hey, you know what time it is. You know you know who you rocking with. It's your boy Philly Notion. Notion gang salute. Y'all already know. Hey, let's check the clarity up in here for him real quick. Hold on. Just to remind him, check. Hey, hold on. Ring. Hey, we ain't got none of that this year, but we still checking it because y'all know we in there. Hey, if y'all new to this ride or my brother's channel or, hey, Nikki, hey, welcome to the gang. Y'all know what to do. Go and check the descriptions and go hit that subscribe because y'all know how we coming at it. Hey, I'm ready to have some fun, fellas. Let's go talk about, some of this Super Bowl business. We're going to talk about some of this free agency class. We're going to have some fun on this Eagles Live and Lit show today. So let's go and get it, gang.
Let's go, man. I guess what we should do before we get into our real business, let's talk about the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the better Super Bowls over the last couple of years there. You know what I'm saying? You know, Stafford finally got him a ring. You know, Burrows got sacked a lot, as always. You know, and OBJ got hurt because he was about to be MVP. So, how did you guys feel about the Super Bowl yourselves?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. He's from LSU, so I couldn't like him in college, but really kind of backed the Bengals on this one, so I'm really sad to see them lose. Joe Mixon's also amazing. He was on my fantasy team, so I was kind of disappointed. Frat Stafford is just not my favorite.
She said she's a straight Stafford hater. Hey, I ain't mad. Hey, look, I'll give my quick thoughts because, again, look, we all know this. The Rams bought the Super Bowl. They paid for what they paid for. I really ain't feeling that. But at the same time, look, I know Stafford's been in the league a long time. I'm sorry he was being held hostage on the Detroit Lions for his whole entire career. So I think he earned it. So, hey, it is what it is. I thought it was a pretty good game overall. Good defense. Hey, good passing efforts. We didn't see a whole bunch of running the ball this game. It was a straight-up air attack. So I like the overall results. Again, I had a feeling the Rams was going to win it. I mean, good story for the Bengals, especially coming off of that dog snot season they came off of last year. What were they like? What? How many wins did they have last year? Like 4 wins, maybe? Oh, my gosh. Trash bag. So, I mean, for them to at least turn it around the way they did, you know, make a push towards the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow ain't going to do nothing but get better. Joe Mixon's going to keep doing his thing. Jamar Chase, hey, like I was saying, that man was the reason why, yes, I won that fantasy championship, Bird Gang. You already know Jamar Chase is that.
I ain't saying nothing about fantasy.
Jamar Chase is that guy. So, hey, look, good story for the Bengals. Sorry it had to turn out like that, but the Rams, they paid for it. They bought it. They got the job done.
Yeah, man. I think both defenses really brought it at the beginning of that game. You know, they both came out strong. No one ran the ball for the Rams. There were 3 running backs for the Rams, and I think only Henderson was the only one catching balls, but no one could get no yards. I think they totaled out 36 total yards rushing, and that's pathetic. You know, it's like, what's going on here? What's up with your offensive line? But the Bengals just really came to play. You know, that defense was lit early, and they kept going, you know, that whole game, man. Like, shout out to the Bengals for giving them the fight that they did give them. And, hell, Stafford almost gave them the game at the end, too. Stafford was being Stafford at the end. He threw 2 picks, you know, that last one throwing it at the back of the end zone. I'm like, he's not going to get it. Stafford's not going to get it. He's choking. But sure enough, Stafford came through. When you got guys like Cooper Kupp on your roster, it's hard not to.
Kupp is amazing, but I really thought they were going to pull it off. We had 1 or 2 minutes left, and then bam, they got us.
They got him. It's crazy. It's crazy. But they are the champions, but the NFC East is going to be, I mean, not East, but NFC in general is going to be wide open next year now because they had so many. They paid for this championship, but they paid for it in 1-year contracts. So a lot of these guys will not be there. OBJ's not going to be there next year. He's not playing football again until at least next December. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least next December with that torn ACL. And then Von Miller's going to explore free agency. Hopefully he comes to Philly. Yeah, that'd be nice. But they got a whole bunch of other cats on that Rams team. That's, they're going to be some free agents coming off that team. So I doubt they're going to be back in the Super Bowl again next year. Tom Brady retires, so the Bucs team's going to get dismantled. Gronk's a free agent. Both running backs are free agent. Godwin's a free agent. So their whole team's about to get dismantled. So it's looking pretty good for us, man. Looking like we can really make our claim this year, for a spot if Howie does his job.
That's the biggest question mark is how we going to do his job. Because like you're saying, I mean, there's going to be so much turnaround just in the NFC period. I mean, like you said, the Rams, yes, they paid for this Super Bowl. But again, a lot of these contracts are expiring. I don't see how they're going to keep this up, especially no long term. But I mean, you still got to they're probably still going to keep Matthew Stafford at the minimum. I still think they're going to be at least a problem to reckon with. But their defense is definitely about to have some turnover in St. Louis. Or I said St. Louis. I'm tripping. Out there in LA now. I know they didn't move.
It's okay. Hey, you can say it.
Hey, look, the LA St. Louis, whatever you want to call them. Hey, they the champs.
You can't say that. That's not politically correct. You can't say that. You can't say
they
that.
Said call them what you want to call them. Call them the champs now because they did that. So, again, same time, they are going to have some turnover. You see teams like the Packers. I mean, they don't know what they about to do with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, the NFC, the Tampa Bay Bucks, I mean, they about to go ahead and, Tom Brady's retiring. There's going to be a lot of changes in the NFC. It's going to look wide open this year. So we want to see how, how we build this offseason, especially as the Eagles, to see how we, like you said, how we better not mess this up, having 3 first-round draft picks, having as much money as we do, to possibly make some waves in free agency, which I'm sure we're going to talk about in a bit. So, hey, look, I'm excited about with the opportunity, I guess, for the Eagles that they have this year, but we got to take care of our business. And it starts with this draft, this offseason, these free agent moves. Like you said, Howie better not mess this up. But then again, I don't put nothing past Howie Roseman, the King Weasel. I'm sorry, I don't do it.
I just don't think it's possible. Like, so many free agents, like we're going to be breaking down a lot of these free agents over the next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like so many free agents, in March, you know what I'm saying? That how can you miss on a free agency when you got the money, for one? And then the draft, we got 6 out of the top 60 players in the draft. If you can't find 3 stars out of that, you're retarded, So I feel like if Howie messes this up, he needs to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like he set this up to keep his job. So the only way he should be able to keep that job is by executing this plan, and getting these players on our team.
Hey, I agree. And again, it started with us watching this Super Bowl, and I'm curious to know from you, Nikki, like watching these kind of games, are you more impressed with like the defense? I mean, are you a believer in defense wins championships? Is it offense that wins championships? What's kind of your take on that? Like, what do you take from the Super Bowl watching that?
Well, for me, it is defense. Like a lot of people say it's definitely offense, but defense is so important because if you can't keep them from scoring, it's just going to be high numbers and they're just going to keep coming at you. So definitely defense.
You on the defense train? Okay.
I am, but I'm also on the refs missed a lot of things this last Super Bowl train as well.
Hey, that is a fact. I know. Hey, look. I think the Bengals, honestly, they probably could have lost by a little more because I saw a clear face mask.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
That man,
it was bad. And there was no call, touchdown, Jalen Ramsey on the dirt. Hey, look, it was funny to watch. But at the same time, yeah, these refs, they're subject to call what they want to call. Sometimes they letting plays slip. So, yeah, I know what you mean. Some of these refs, it's questionable sometimes.
I think the refs need to have a free agency so they can pick up some new refs for the league because these refs this year were garbage. I think a lot of these guys need to get cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to all get cut, and we need some new referees in here because they missed a lot of calls all year long on every game in the football. So I think they need to reevaluate their referee situation and hopefully get us some new ones next year.
Or at least hold them accountable, bro. I mean, start taxing their pockets when they make a messed up call of some sort, because there's no accountability to these refs. They get to just, make these judgment calls in the game and then just run off the field afterwards. So, I think some of these refs need to, we need to start checking their pockets just like we check the players' pockets, and they need to start being held accountable. And until that happens, these refs, they're going to keep having impacts to these games, and nothing's going to come from it because nobody's holding the referees accountable.
Yeah, no, I agree. Gosh, there's so many examples I can think of that this year and last season that just, that Dallas game in the playoffs was so painful to watch, even when that ref kind of like just jumped in the way and then game over.
Whew, hey, salute to the refs.
Yeah, anytime you do anything against the Cowboys, we don't care about that. That's good.
That's true.
That's good reference. That's good reference.
That was kind of their fault, but still at the same time, it was just hard to watch because you're like, really? Did that just happen?
No, that's a fact, though. I mean, same thing would have happened. Y'all know if that would have happened to the Eagles, we would have been roasting these refs up. So, look, I get it.
Roasting the refs all year long. For sure. Like, hey, what was that? Come on now.
We get it. But yeah, they got too much, in my opinion. Again, these refs got way too much impact on games. But I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't leave it up to the refs to be making these, these kind of judgment calls anyway. So you gotta, I guess, gotta. That's true. The refs ain't out there playing, but they are playing. So you gotta keep that in mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into it. Before we, we're gonna have some shows with draft too a little bit later. But right now, the focus, now that the season's over, there's no more football to be played. The main focus is March free agency. The first free agency period out of the year. There's 2, one before the draft, one after the draft. The first one's coming up. That's where the big stars get, find their new homes. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to cover the running backs today, and we're going to cover the safeties today. You know what I'm saying? If you guys seen the thumbnail, I put some of my favorite running back and safeties up there. So you know what BIRDGANG is thinking about, and who we need to bring to the Philadelphia Eagles. So, what is your take? Let's start with safeties first, guys. Give me your safeties, that you love to see on the team. You know what I'm saying? We can start with you, Nick.
All right, safeties. I'm thinking, Marcus Williams is great from the Saints. I guess, I'm kind of a Saints fan. I hate to say that on this show, but I always have liked them. So I'd love to see him. He's very expensive, but he would be worth it. I'm trying to think who else is out there that's available that would be good. Maybe Kareem Jackson from Denver. He's pretty solid as well. I feel like they would bring some experience to the team.
Nice. Notion?
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, the free agency class, I got a different approach with these free agencies because I'm not really impressed by this draft class with free agents this year. I mean, you got players, and you got to look at the players that's going to help make our team better. And some of these players that I'm seeing, if I was to maybe take a swing in free agency, and maybe somebody like maybe Tyrann Mathieu, I know the Honey Badger might be available out there. But a lot of this stuff is based on the scheme that we play. And a lot of our safeties, I mean, they just kind of just sit in the backfield. We don't really be bringing them up in the box and things like that. So, I mean, honestly, I would rather draft a safety, honestly. There's a highly coveted safety that I want on this team.
We are not getting Hamilton. Okay.
Hey, yes. Hey, make the move, Howie.
Even have Hamilton in our freaking
go
scope.
Get Hamilton. That's what I'm saying.
You would take 2 first-round picks to move up far enough to get Hamilton.
Hey, bro, look. Honestly, I only think we're probably gonna pick 2 players out of those 3 draft picks. Honestly, is how I feel. We ain't picking no 3.
Stop with that. We are drafting 3 players in the first round. That would be the best thing the Eagles can do for years to come. Imagine that. Because first round, you get the 5th-year option. So if you get 3 starters in the first round, that means 5 years of cheap rent from these guys. You know what I'm saying? For 5 straight years. Like, why wouldn't you want that? You know, that should be a dream come true. You know, everybody's like, well, you can't pay 2, 3 first rounders, but you gotta realize we don't draft in the top 10. Now we had like 1, 2, and 3, and we drafted, 3 players. Now that's a kind of a pricey tag. You know what I'm saying, for the top 3, all 3 of them to play for. But we draft 15, 16, and 19. That's like $9 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't nothing with our money we got this offseason. So we need to go get it. If any year, this is the year to do something like that. Like, I can see, like, the Eagles has never in life, ever. I think they said it was like 1940 something. The last time the Eagles had 3 first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. That's something that might not ever happen again in your whole GM career, player career, hell, in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take advantage of things like that. Go get these players, these young, talented players, put them on your roster, start building, a new culture around here with young players. So I really feel like we should use all 3 of them for sure. But as far as freaking safeties, you guys have had 2 of my favorite ones. Williams and then Honey Badger. Obviously, that's my number 1 guy. I want the Honey Badger back. I've been wanting the Honey Badger. Like, I wanted him before he went to KC. When they were like, oh, when he left Arizona and then he's a free agent. I'm like, yes, go get him, Howie, go get him. And then went to KC to Andy and Big Red. Much love to you, Big Red. But I want him this time around. You gotta get him. Before he gets too old, he's not worth it no more. I still think he got a lot of good football left in him. He can play at a high level. And I think we need to make that move. Or the guy we seen in the Super Bowl making plays. Who intercepted that ball in the back of the end zone from Matt Stafford? Jesse Bates III. That's another young cat that's balling, at the safety spot. You know what I'm saying? He just came off a Super Bowl loss. Who knows? Maybe they re-sign him. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But that's another cat that I definitely wouldn't mind the Eagles picking up.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. Like, I'm in the more or less, like, I know y'all got to understand our GM that we got in Philadelphia, right? So, look, right now, okay, we know we just spent resources on drafting a safety not too long ago. Who is that? Kayvon Wallace, who I'm not sold on. Yeah, exactly. I'm not really sold on Kayvon Wallace. So we know we need to upgrade something there. So I do think the draft needs to be a focus with the safeties, but free agents, this ain't the best free agent safety pool out there. And in my opinion, there's no generational, somebody you need to just go out there and get that's going to instantly make your team better. You got Tyrann Mathieu. Okay.
Plug-and-play starter that makes plays.
That's a plug-in player. What he's about? I think he's about 29 now, about to hit the 30 mark. So, you could probably get like a good 3-4 years out of the Honey Badger, honestly.
That's all he really needs.
I don't even think we need that. Again, I'd go, if you ask me, and I know you was talking about it a little before, Nikki, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to go pluck up the Saints right now. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all why I'm plucking the Saints. Right now, the Saints, they're about to be in rebuild mode pretty soon here. So, listen, I'm trying to see what it's going to take to get Malcolm Jenkins back over here. I don't know.
Whoa. Wait
yes, sir.
Hold on.
Hey, listen. That was the last dog that was in Philadelphia.
You just told me the Honey Badger 29, and you want to get Michael Jenkins' old ass.
Yes, sir. And draft another safety.
Unbelievable.
Yes, that is Notion's plan. We calling the Saints up. We cherry picking from the Saints. Give me somebody like Malcolm Jenkins, somebody that's a leader out there on our field that actually could take control of our defense, because we ain't got no dogs on this defense in the back secondary. Let's call it what it is. So, yes, I'm reaching out to the Saints. I'm trying to see.
You meant to say Malcolm's. You meant to say. I know what you meant to say. You meant to say Malcolm's teammate back there in the safety is Marcus Williams. That's what you meant to say. You want the younger guy, not the older guy.
No, brother. I need leadership in that secondary.
Didn't even do for the Saints what he did for us when he played with us. We had Malcolm. He was able to go play the cornerback position. He didn't do that no more with the Saints. He's older, And Malcolm was a great player because he was able to move him around the field. I guarantee Malcolm not moving around nothing no more. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to move around in this. Listen, this soft cover scheme we out here running in Philadelphia, Malcolm Jenkins could thrive in that. And look, our defense is not that complicated when you look at our safety position. All they do is sit in the backfield. I know they got to cover and things like that, but it ain't like they doing no complex blitzes or none of that. So, hey, listen, again, I think we can get by with a decent safety. I'm trying to find somebody on the cheap. I think Tyrann Mathieu going to command the bag. I think Marcus, who else you say Marcus Williams? He's going to command the bag. Jesse Bates is about to command the bag.
Like, check this out. No team ever, like back again, has had 3 first-round picks in the bag too. Either you got one or the other. Either you're a crappy team with no salary cap with 3 first-round picks, or you got all the money but you got 1 first-round pick. We got both this year. That's why Howie got to go all in, my guy, all in. Best draft picks, best free agents. Even if we sign some of them to 1 or 2 year contracts only. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to get the full 4 or 5 year deals. Just like a year contract. Like we did Super Bowl year last time. Remember? We got Blunt on a 1 year deal. We got Ajayi on a deal. We got Long on a deal. Just nice little solid 1 or 2 year deals. I think we can get away with it.
Hey, look, again, I understand. We do need to get better on this team. But again, I'm looking at this free agency class, and I mean, the best safety out there, who is that? I guess Tyrann Mathieu? Like, honestly, this ain't the best free agent safety class market that we've seen.
Did you say Bates played good in the Super Bowl?
Man, that's 1 game. Look, listen.
He played good all year, but I'm just saying, he even proved it on the biggest stage there is and made a play in the Super Bowl.
I guess, bro. I'm still changing the plan up. I might
what
again.
Do you think, Nikki?
If he comes,
you like Bates?
What'd you say?
Jesse
do you
Bates.
think? Yeah. See, look at that. She got to think about it. I'm just saying. That lets you know right there. That is not no premium top player. He's probably borderline okay.
He's all right. That's not my favorite.
Well, you won't have to give him the bag then. You just give him a nice little contract. Give him $8 million for a year.
We could do a lot of that with some people, though. I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky. I'm glad this isn't my decision. I'm not a coach here.
Right?
Hey, facts.
Honestly, obviously, we all agree that Honey Badger would be a good pick. She said Marcus Williams. You said who the Honey Badger to. And then I wouldn't mind Bates. He's a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He's on the uprise. He's too young to actually call him a star. So, but he does play good football. Who knows what we do with him? He might be able to make some plays for us. But let's get to the running back then, because that's my hometown. I'm a running back myself. I love them backs. So, give me you guys' take on which backs you think could make an impact coming here in Philadelphia.
Okay, well, I definitely have both the James here, James White and James Conner. I feel like James Conner is constantly, people just doubt him. They don't think he's that great. I mean, constantly thought of as a backup, but I mean, we saw him this year and he just killed it for the Cards, like really brought it. And honestly, before that, he did a great job when Le'Veon Bell did his whole, like, I'm not playing. He stepped up and did an amazing job for the Steelers too. James White, I know he's kind of getting up there in age as well. He's 30, and he's been injured a couple times, but still a great running back, a good option for us, I think.
Yeah, White does good with New England. You know what I'm saying? I like him, but I like a couple more backs a little bit better. But those ones are really good. I really like James Conner, like for real too. Like that's another guy, that he looked really good this year, especially after leaving that down year. The last year he had with Pittsburgh, he was kind of down there, but like, is he done? He was getting hurt. But, dude, this year he played some good football. He made some touchdowns, and he's a bigger back. We don't need no more speed backs. We got Miles Sanders. We got Boston Scott. We got Kenny Gainwell. So it's like we don't need no more little guys that are fast. I need a big bruiser in there. You know what I'm saying? And I think Conner definitely be a good choice. Notion?
Hey, you already I got to go ahead and look. I feel the same way about the running backs as I do safeties.
What?
I'm not spending no top dollar on none of this, bruh. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen, we already got Miles Sanders on this team that we ain't made no kind of contract decision on. Honestly, he might be gone come next year. Let's go and keep it real, team. So Miles Sanders, we might be walking this man out the door soon. Now, we also know that the Eagles, we have a whole bunch of shifty running backs. We already got, like you said, Boston Scott. We got Kenneth Gainwell. Of course, Miles Sanders is kind of shifty. We got who else is behind them? With Huntley, I don't even know. We got a plethora of a whole bunch of shifty running backs. So if there is maybe in this free agent class I'm considering, it's probably Leonard Fournette. And that's the big bruiser back. Hopefully, I mean, we need some power up in Philly because we ain't got none of that. So if I am going to spend something, it might be Fournette, but he's got to come over on a discount. Again, I'm not paying these running backs top dollar, nothing. Straight discount. Because, again, we still got to make a decision with Miles Sanders. If we are going to pay somebody, however, again, Nikki, I'm sorry, but like I said, we plucking the Saints. I'm coming back at the Saints. What y'all want for Alvin Kamara? Because if, listen.
Oh, gosh.
That would be amazing.
Hey, look.
But he's another small back.
Alvin Kamara over Miles Sanders right now. Y'all good? If sign that deal up, I'm going that route right now. So I'm just saying that's the kind of Howie Weasel move that we could expect. I don't think he's going out here signing, no Leonard Fournette or no, James Conner, even though I like James Conner too in a rotational role, but they're going to command money. And no, we haven't paid Miles Sanders yet, so I'm not splurging on none of these running backs. We might as well go ahead and draft one in the 3rd or 4th round and try to develop from there because running backs, as we all seen, they can be replaced. Let's just put it like that. Ain't none of the Super Bowl winning teams, had that I've known in the past several years have had
Mixon's a beast.
Yeah.
Who?
Mixon. Joe Mixon.
No, I'm saying top paid running backs. How much is Mixon getting paid? He ain't get buku money yet.
But he's a star running back in the league.
Yeah, and then
wait till he gets his bag, though. Wait till he gets his bag. Just like Ezekiel Elliott was a star. Once he got that bag, oh yeah, watch the decline. So I'm just saying, I'm not paying no high dollar for none of these running backs. If they want to come over here on a discounted rate, yeah, we could consider that. And you're going to be a rotational running back. But as far as, we already got Miles Sanders, is what I'm saying. We need to figure out that plan first.
Miles Sanders is a GOAT.
He's an injured
Bobby,
GOAT.
I do love
He's an injured GOAT.
Spiller, too. He's a big back, too. I wouldn't mind getting a draft, but we're not talking draft today. But definitely, I like it. I like Spiller. Like you guys said, the Connors, Fournette, those are some really big ones right now. I really want my number one running back if we were to go get one is Leonard Fournette. I don't think he's going to need that big of a bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to be like top 5 running back bags. You know what I'm saying? He's going to want some money, obviously, because he is good. But he's not going to want the whole farm to come over here. You know what I'm saying? So, and even not, if you don't want to pay the farm for him, his backup, Ronald Jones, awesome. I don't know why they didn't use him at all this year. Like, Ronald Jones didn't get used at all. Nope. I didn't see him come off that bench all year. Where the year before when they won the Super Bowl, he was still making some plays there. You know what I'm saying? He had some nice runs there. He's a power back too. So I don't know why they didn't bring him off the bench. Maybe because Fournette was a power back. They got Bernard over there, and he was kind of like their little scat back too. Man, disrespectful. But I definitely would take, either one of them 2 running backs in Tampa Bay. But what about, a guy like Melvin Gordon? You know what I'm saying? He's not getting it back, but he actually came back this year. He was a star in San Diego, went to Denver, kind of sucked, But this year he actually had some good football, played some good football, had some nice runs there. What do you guys think about Melvin Gordon?
I like him. He's pretty solid. I would say Fournette I like better, but still, Melvin Gordon's a good one.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Nikki. I think Melvin Gordon's solid also. Definitely as a rotational back, because that's what we're gonna get here in Philly. Right now, again, we don't operate as a lead running back, just one running back running at all times. So I think Melvin Gordon would bring some addition, to at least our rotation group. But is he considered like a thumper type of a running back?
He's a
he'd be the most powerful running back that we have on our team, but that's we got no power running game.
But I feel like Miles can run up the gut too, though. I am still a very huge Miles Sanders fan. I know he didn't score no touchdowns this year, but he had 800 yards and he didn't even play a lot of games. So that being said, in the first weeks of the season, we didn't even run the ball. So with that being said, you went from week 7 to week 17, so 10 games, and you racked up 800 yards. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts was hogging some of them goal line touchdowns when he ran the ball down there. Jalen got his touchdowns on. Kenny Gainwell kept coming in, wouldn't even be playing all game long, but get to the 15, Kenny come in and score. So, like he had opportunities to get more scores than he actually got. But, Miles Sanders still that guy, and I think they know that if they run him, they can count on him. He showed that at the end of the season when he came back from that second injury. He was running pretty good there. So I think Miles is that guy we're going to get to see. He's still young enough. He's still learning. Like, I think a lot of our flaws this year came from the young coaching staff. These guys weren't really getting these guys in the right position, weren't really calling the right plays for these guys. They weren't really, executing to the highest level that they could with these guys. But hopefully with the offseason, they can look over their tape. They can study it and realize where they messed up. And, we kind of did that towards the end of the season anyway, where our offense started to look good except for that playoff game against Tampa Bay. That was horrible. But, like, we did what we had to do. We made the playoffs with suspect play calling. So I think give Miles Sanders one more year. We can't get rid of him anyway. Give him one more year being the lead guy. Bring some guys to rotate in with him and Kenny Gainwell. Because I don't know if Boston Scott's going to be back. I don't want Howard back at all. You know what I'm saying? This is the second year in a row Howard came to our team. He came back. He left our team, came back, and he was out for what is it? What a stinger again. The first time he was out for 6 weeks. This time he was out for 4 weeks. Yes, he came back to play. He wasn't getting no carries. His shoulder wasn't healed. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's time for Howard to go ahead and hang the cleats up, and move on with his career. And we need to get a new, fresh body in here.
I completely agree. I wish we didn't even have to talk about running backs. That's honestly how I feel, because I'm just with Phil here. As long as Miles can stay uninjured, which we haven't seen that. Has he played an entire season his whole career so far? I'd have to double check that stat. But we haven't seen that. There's been several seasons where we depend on Miles Sanders and he lets us down. And not necessarily due to his fault, of course, but the injury bug in Philadelphia always comes to bite us. So it's going to be tough. But again, I'm like, we could find value at running back anywhere. So, I mean, I'm not sold on, just splurging on no top running back, especially during free agency. Yes, we could develop running backs. But again, I wish Miles Sanders was our solution and we could just sign this man. But again, we ain't seen no kind of consistency with some injury health or with his health concerns yet.
He needs to drink some milk.
Shut up, boy. Get that boy some milk.
Milk doesn't like. What happened to those milk commercials? You don't ever see those anymore. Remember growing up as a little kid, every single time you turn on TV,
got milk. Yeah.
Got milk.
Even Beyonce with the mustache. Mm-hmm.
But I guess we could deep a little bit. Like, is there any other, so you said in the draft, too, we kind of cross-collab a little bit on this. You said in the draft, you want Hamilton, right? Because he's
let's go and bring a generational top safety talent here.
You cannot go that route. You can go with a guy from Auburn, Smoke Monday. That guy's not getting drafted in the first 10 picks because he's from Auburn, obviously. But that dude's a beast. You know what I'm saying? We can get him at 19 or at 16 or whatnot. So, I really feel like either way you do it, I just want some ballers on this team. I think we need it. That, like I said before, like yesterday or whatnot, the reason why the Eagles got booted in the first round is that we weren't even supposed to be there. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we weren't supposed to be there. Our team is not qualified. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got lucky that we snuck in there, because we had a weak schedule at the end. And we definitely weren't supposed to be there. So, we need to boost the talent level, all levels, from receivers to running back to, defense completely. I think we need a whole defensive makeover. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new injection of talent inside that defensive side of the ball.
No, and that's
how he holds the keys to that.
And that's a scary thing, brother.
The thing about Howie is like this.
That's a scary thing.
Last year's draft was good from Howie. You know what I'm saying? He had a good draft. You know, before 19 was all right. 18 obviously was good except for the first round pick. You know, other than that, it was a good draft because we re-signed all those players this year. So it actually worked out for us. You know what I'm saying? So I think Howie's on the right trajectory. Carson Wentz trade was good. You know, Carson's about to get booted out of the Colts, and he only played there 1 year. You know, how did you guys feel about that in the first place? Like 1 year. Drew Johnson said, Sonny Michel, yeah, and that's a good rotational back too.
He's
Michel,
a free agent.
Too. Yeah, he's a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sonny Michel's a free agent.
He's good.
I mean, again, like they got, like you hear these free agent names. What you got? Leonard Fournette, Melvin Gordon, Chase Edmonds, Cordell Patterson. I mean, that might be. I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. Thank you for reminding me. I think we actually should go get Cordell Patterson because he takes care of 2 position upgrades. You know what I'm saying? He's a running back, plus he's a receiver.
Yeah,
he's both. If you look at it, it says running back first / receiver. For the Falcons this year, he ran the ball and caught the ball good, both. You know, I think this was his breakout year this year. And before that, he was only a special teamer. You know, he took back punts, he took out kickoff returns. But this year, he was electrified. You know, but the games that he ran the ball good were the games that he caught the ball better. You know what I'm saying? Like the game that he wasn't getting too good in the running game, he didn't have that great of passes, receiving stats. So I think he'll be perfect. Because now you're helping Miles and you're helping Devontae. You know what I'm saying? Like you're helping your receiving core and you're helping your running back core. But one guy that you going to want to get the ball in his hands if you pick him up.
I could see that. And I mean, gosh, their quarterback, Ryan, is not great. So if we brought him onto our team, I feel like he'd do a lot better. Because the poor Falcons. Oof.
But they paid Matt so much money that it's so hard to get rid of him in his contract. I think they said after next year they can get rid of his contract.
They need to get rid of him. I'm sorry. But if they want to win it all, so hard to watch.
The Falcons did that to themselves. They knew, listen, Matt Ryan's been looking like laundry detergent, straight washed for quite some time now. So they need to just cut ties with Matt Ryan. I mean, of course, he's going to be, he's iconic, at least in Atlanta. So, I mean, he is their top, franchise quarterback leader. So, yeah, it's at that point now. You just got to go ahead and cut bait with Matt Ryan. They need to go ahead and hit the redraft quarterback button.
They're getting like a Carson Wentz thing, like with us, how we bid $30 million. That's how it'll be like if they cut Matt Ryan. But I do see a lot of mock drafts having them drafting a quarterback just to replace him. I think the next year they can get rid of him. It won't take such a dead hit bump.
Not really.
See, that is a guy. Hey, he has a good point here. Why not try to go get McCaffrey from the Panthers? How do you guys feel about that?
The Panthers ain't gonna allow that to happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but they do.
Are gonna block that, or they're gonna win at least all 3 of our first round picks. Something ridiculous for Christian McCaffrey.
Herbert played good this year. Chuba Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert was great. Honestly,
he was good this year. So it's not like that really. Even when Christian McCaffrey came back, he was playing good.
Yeah.
So maybe
I mean, it's possible
with him.
But if we make that kind of decision, we might as well go ahead and show Miles Sanders out the door. That might be part of the trade package because there's no way we're having Christian McCaffrey and Miles Sanders on the same roster. That's not happening.
There is a way, and that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
That's high wishes right there, brother. This ain't Madden Fantasy.
We're wishing high right now. It's the off season, baby. I want the best possible team you can bring me. You know what I'm saying? So when we do our Eagles content next year, we be seeing like we got the best team. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all gonna stop that? Look at these numbers. He said Patterson had a great season. 153 carries for 618 yards, 6 touchdowns, 52 receptions, 548 yards, 5 touchdowns. He also had returns. That's a dangerous man to add to your squad.
I mean, but how would
that's awesome.
That's pretty great, honestly. And like I said, he did that
1,000 yards total. You got 11 touchdowns off one guy. and he returns the ball. You know, so you don't have to worry about putting Devontae back there or anybody like that back there. He can just return all the kicks.
So he looks like he's really like a, you know, he's a
We have a problem
multiverse
with
specialist, bro. He's not really elite.
He's a weapon.
He's not elite at neither one, is what I'm trying to say. Look, he's
together,
decent.
He's elite.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
he's not elite at running or passing, but together he's elite.
No, Jalen Hurts is elite at running. He is an elite runner at the quarterback position. That's a fact, brother. Ain't no one. Look, besides Lamar Jackson, who you might name, who else is running the ball like Jalen Hurts in the league? Ain't nobody else. That's elite. What I'm saying is Cordell Patterson, yes, he could pick up some good run yards. Yes, he could pick up some good pass yards if used in situations. But we need, you know, look, we found out we could be successful with a running back rotation that we use different running backs. So we don't need no elite running back. Our wide receivers, we need somebody elite. I'm going to tell you that right now. And Patterson is not no elite wide receiver. Back.
You need as many elite players as you can get on your roster.
That's true.
What buying a Super Bowl is now. You look at the last two Super Bowls. Those were all-star teams. Tampa Bay last year was an all-star team. The Rams this year was an all-star team. They weren't normal football teams winning Super Bowls no more. You got to have, like the Lakers go draft everybody. Get everybody in your roster you possibly can get on there with the assets you have to get them. You know, that's what the NFL's turning to. You know, that's back-to-back cheating teams. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call them cheating teams. But, you know, back-to-back all-star teams winning Super Bowls. And it's going to make the rest of the guys seem kind of like, you know, like you're good enough. Like for instance, the Super Bowl was prime example. You had a team like the Bengals who drafted good. You know, they sucked for a while, so they had a lot of first-round picks, so that was good. They only had to pick up 7 free agents to their roster, brought them in, and they made it all the way from a 4-12 to the Super Bowl. Now, that's an amazing feat, right? But all that is for nothing when you got teams like Tampa Bay and the Rams paying for their Super Bowls. You know? Like, you're going out and buy every free agent that's available that's a star. Here you go. Come on. I got you. Come on. I got you.
But
come on. OBJ, come on. I got 4 good receivers, but OBJ, come on. Come with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got 3 running backs. Sony Michel, Henderson, and, you know, Akers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were dealing with the 3rd and 4th tight end in the Super Bowl. They were still making plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's stacked teams to me. That's stacked. So we need to do that and get as many stacked players as we can put on this roster. No more development. Eagles suck at development. You know? We suck at it. They haven't done it very well. You know, look at all these receivers we're drafted and with high picks. There's only one of them panned out. Come on now.
That's true.
You got Devontae first round. You got Rager first round. You got JJ second round. You know what I'm saying? Like, and only one of them. And he's not even elite.
Maybe the whole key here.
He's not elite yet.
Is going for Alabama players.
What'd you say?
I said maybe the whole key here is going for Alabama players. If we want another good wide receiver, you know, Bolden.
Listen, I got a sneak peek for the second round. Go get Mechie, because Mechie's going to slip to the second. Because Williams is going to go first round for sure. He's going to go first round for sure. And I'm in Alabama, so I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's a beast. Williams is a beast. And I wouldn't even mind drafting him at 19, but I don't want a skinny dude no more. We got Devontae already. You know what I'm saying? That's the last skinny dude we need. We got Quez who's skinny. We got Devontae who's skinny. Rager's kind of thick, but will he get out of his own head and play some good football? You know, is he ready to play football yet? Is the whole question, you know? But go get Mechie, because Mechie got some size on him. Mechie's a beast. I thought Mechie was going to be Alabama's best receiver this year. It turned out Williams, the new guy, Williams just came out and just showed up and showed out. You know, but Mechie was doing good until he got hurt. But that would be a perfect second-round pick to add to this receiving squad. But we ain't talking about receivers today, but I'm just saying, you know, in general.
Hey, we giving them the sneak clip of the, you know, of the wide receivers. Yeah, we gonna dive more into that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even know how we got on receivers. Oh yeah, that's right. It was from Cordell Patterson. I guess some people saying he a Swiss Army knife.
He is. It sucks to take this long in his career to find out his true talents. But you know, we take that, you know, Atlanta little playbook that they use, take some of them plays out of there, add them to our playbook, and bring them over. And he'll be cheap too. Cordell's kind of older. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not no young cat no more. You know, that's why I was shocked that he did what he did this year, to be honest. I was completely shocked. Like, when we played him week 1, I was like, okay, he had a couple plays. But, like, they're not going to keep him here all year. He's not going to be their running back this year. He stayed the whole season as their running back. The whole season. And I was like, what? Corday, he stayed the whole season? Putting up numbers every week? I was like, whoa. That's crazy.
I mean, again, definitely, there's a team that's going to serve his purpose. Our team for Patterson, I don't think that's a great fit. You know, again, even though, I mean, yeah, we might find ways to use him, but again, I think we could find value somewhere else. Let Patterson make it somewhere else. He deserves getting paid some kind of money, and all these free agents, they're going to want this kind of money. So again, unless any
but
of these free agents,
they all can want, but they're not all going to get.
That's true.
Because if Patterson's trying to ask for some money, like, you like 30, my gosh. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving you no 24-year contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, you 30, you're going to get that 30 pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we give you like 2-year deal, $10 million, something like that. You know, $12 million.
That's going to have to be that discount talk, brother, is what I'm saying. Because ain't nobody coming over here commanding that kind of money. And,
exactly,
you know,
Bobby.
again,
He's a poor man's Deebo Samuel. I wish we got
a poor man's Deebo. I can give him that.
I love Deebo Samuel. I'm not even a Niners fan. Like, he's my favorite receiver right now. Deebo's a beast.
Deebo is an absolute beast.
You like Deebo?
I love Deebo. He's so good. Just watching him play this year was incredible. The 49ers, I really did not see them doing well, but I feel like he was a lot of that.
He said we have an elite receiver, Smith. Smith's not elite yet, and I'm an Eagles fan. He's not. Like, he drops some passes early. He struggles with double teams still. He's a little guy, so it's like that part.
I'll tell you what,
he got to work on his, and he's great at getting the open separation. But that when they jam him up on that line, it takes him a minute to get off. But that's nothing he can change because he's too small. He weighs 175. I haven't weighed 175 pounds since I was like a freshman in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of stuff. Those type of numbers. You know? Like, that guy's little. And, like, he even said he's not even trying to get bigger. He's like, no, I'm going to play at this weight. This is what I do. I'm like, all right. He didn't get hurt, so you got to let him play. But you need, like, a complimentary receiver on the other end, on the other side to help him out there.
I think he can be elite. I mean, right now, maybe right now.
I think he's not going to be, like, one of the best ever. Jerry Rice wasn't that big. He's the best ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can do stuff like Jerry, for sure. But I'm saying this year, he was not elite this year. He was good.
I mean, he displayed some things of being elite, like his route running, in my opinion.
Waddle. For the rookies, elite was Jaden Waddle. Elite was Jamar Chase. Those were rookies that were elite this year. Jamar Chase was super elite. He's like Superman over there. You know, he was putting up.
I mean, but you got Burrow throwing him the ball, truly. Like, we got to keep it real here. Jalen Hurts is still developing as a thrower, so we really can't act like Devontae Smith had the best passing opportunity to be an elite star like that. But I definitely say he does have elite route running. This man was open more.
Too. It's not just Jalen; it's the play calling.
Oh, the play absolutely play calling here. That exactly. I'll give it that. And based off of this scheme, I mean, we haven't seen a 1,000-yard receiver in how many years? So. Oh, yeah, definitely again.
Macklin was here.
Since Macklin, that is sad. But look, at the end of the day, he has all the qualities to be elite. But right now, again, I can't put him in that elite category because we ain't seen that yet. But his route running, I think he's got a lot of elite traits to be an elite route runner, definitely.
He said, Gainwell can play some. Yeah, Gainwell could play some receiver.
My man said he's elite. Stop the hate. Hey, you got it. You got it. Give him 3 years. You guys don't make me 3 years. That man will be elite.
I made videos on the Slim Reaper. I told everybody he was going to tear up the league, be our next 1,000-yard receiver. But I'm being realistic too. Like, he does have work to do. Just like Jalen got work, our whole team got work. Our offensive side, listen, the offense struggled so much more. It wasn't more about talent. It was more about, experience. The defense had all the experience. We had a lot of veterans on defense side of the ball. So that's why I was really mad at Gannon when he couldn't get these guys in the right position and they were getting scored on left to right. I'm like, yay, you got all the experience on your side of the ball. Now Nick gets a little pass, and Nick got better, but Nick had a little bit of pass because he had all the young bucks. Jalen first year starting. Even Miles Sanders is still kind of young. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not that old. You had Devontae Smith, rookie. Rager, second year. Quest, second year. You know what I'm saying? Like who's a fourth receiver we had? Aguilar.
Right. Yeah, we got
Aguilar.
Okay.
He was second year. So it was like you had young guys on the offensive side. So you expect more mistakes by those guys, Plus our head coach calling plays, His first year being a head coach and a play caller. And he showed early that he sucked at it at first. And he had to get better. As the season got long, like Nick got out of my doghouse.
Some of that stuff,
games, I was like, Nick, find your way out, my guy. We need a new coach. We need a coach.
I mean, he was intentionally not running the ball, though. That's different, bro. Like, that was bad.
But you got to give him respect because he had a whole stadium telling him to run the ball. And he looked at him like, pass. Like back-to-back games, he did that. The whole stadium rocking. Run the ball. Run the ball. You like looking at it like, pass. Pass it again. Pass it again. They don't know what they're talking about. Pass it again. Let's go. So you got to give him some respect. He had balls. But then they finally came down where he had to put his pride aside. And he started running the ball. And you see what happened. Because no one really wants to be a running team no more, which I don't understand. Like back in the day, it didn't matter whether you're a running team or a passing team. As long as you were winning football games, that's all that mattered at the end of the day. Nowadays, everybody's so hyped up, like you have to be a passing team or you're not a good offense somewhere. Why? We proved that wrong. We didn't run the ball for 6 weeks. We ended up the number one rushing team in the league. You know what I'm saying? And we won all of our games at the end of the season. So it's like, why can't you be satisfied being, a rushing team? And with a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, who can run and pass, his best asset is running. While he's developing, just keep playing the narrative. Keep being a run team for another year. You know what I'm saying? Keep building that defense. Because if you got a legit defense, hey, the Ravens did it. The best defense, you know what I'm saying? Running game. Boom. The Steelers have done it before Super Bowl. There's been plenty of Super Bowl teams that won being rushing teams. So I don't know why the fan base and everybody thinks that you have to be this elite pass. All the elite passers are sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? None of them won a Super Bowl. Not one elite quarterback that everybody cries for. Everybody like Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts had the same offensive passing yards. Russell had 3,100 yards. He only played 14 games. Jalen played, 15 games, and he had 3,100 yards. Plus, he had 900 yards rushing. But you want a guy that's older and less stats than the quarterback you got right now? Come on, guys. Got to wake up.
I mean, you kicking it real, man. Again, I mean, honestly, I think Jalen Hurts, again, it makes no sense for us to go out there and spend all these resources on a Russell Wilson when, again, some of these traits we already see in Jalen Hurts. We need to develop our talent here. But right now, again, we know Jalen Hurts is in rehab mode right now. So he's recovering. Hopefully he can bounce back, come back 100%. And work on those throwing mechanics, because that was the problem this year. Honestly, like we should have won a lot of those games that we, that were close. Look, the Giants game, I'm sorry, but we had plenty of opportunities to win that game. Jalen Hurts could have displayed his arm, and hey, we just didn't see it. There weren't a whole lot of games that Jalen won where he, used his arm. So that's one of the things I need to see that improvement this year from my quarterback, especially. Again, I can't compare him to Russell Wilson because we know Russell Wilson's arm. That man has an arm. So again,
Russ just had the worst season. Russ had a better
team but the arm talent is different.
He had better coaches that we did. He had a better team that we did, but he played worse than Jalen. That's what I care about. Why would you want the one that had a better squad? Everybody want DK, right? DK was on Russ's team. What DK do this year? Lockett on Russ's team. What Lockett do this year? You know what I'm saying? He had legitimately more talent and still played worse than our quarterback. So how is everybody so glamour about a guy that plays worse? I know it's his worst season he ever had, but Russ is getting up there. He already got the bag. He got the ring. He got the girl. You know what I'm saying? Russ is chilling.
Russ ain't got an old line
about football like that, like he was when he was early. You know what I'm saying? In the early years when he was looking for that bag. Like we said, when you get that bag, football play kind of goes down a little bit. You know, you live a different lifestyle. You know, Sierra probably 1-2 stepping with him. You know, like, hey, Russ, you ain't doing that today. You ain't going to the gym today. We're going to go, you know, watch my video or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But, you know, he's not doing the same things and his play's declining. Like, I'm not saying Russ isn't a good quarterback. Like, I'm just saying we have a good quarterback. He's 23 years old. Do you remember when he was 23? That's so young.
That is young.
Mold and shape a 23-year-old for the next 3 years and build your perfect quarterback by the time that third year is done. And he's only 26 in his prime.
Bro, yeah, I so agree with all of that. But what I'm saying is he ain't got no Russell Wilson arm. That's all I'm saying.
Did you not see the overpass he did in question?
Hell no, bro. I'm not buying that. I love Jalen Hurts, bro.
Did you not see last year when he bombed into the D-Jacks? Did you not see when he bombed into the Quez Watkins early in the season? He got some arm.
Yeah, and I saw how Jalen Hurts.
Not the problem. The accuracy, anticipation is the problem, but the arm strength is definitely not the problem.
Exactly. That's all included in the arm package, is what I'm saying. Accuracy. Oh yeah, you need to have that. Russell Wilson is accurate. I mean, you talk about arm strength. Russell Wilson has arm strength. Jalen Hurts, I'll give him that. He's got arm strength. Russell Wilson goes through his progression reads, at least when he has time, because his O-line, I ain't even going to cap. The O-line in Seattle has been terrible for years. So Russell Wilson's been having to run around for his life the whole time he's been in Seattle. So, hey, in my opinion, again, the arm talent is different. I do think that, you know, Jalen's a better runner than Russell Wilson, but you ain't selling me no kind of dream saying that Jalen Hurts got a better arm as of right now than Russell Wilson. I ain't buying that, bro. I'm not
Next
buying
year he will. It will be better. Listen, Jalen Hurts was an alternate Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying? I know it's alternate, whatever, but think about it, though. How many other NFC quarterbacks were not even alternates? That were truly so good. You know what I'm saying? Dak was no alternate. You know what I'm saying?
No, and Jalen earned that. But let's keep it real here. He didn't earn it, though. He did not earn it off of his arm, bro. It was not off the arm talent.
He had 31
that's cap.
100 yards passes. That's a lot of passes. I just told you, Russell Wilson didn't even run this year, and he ended up with 3,100 yards. Jalen Hurts ran the ball this year and ended up with 3,100 yards. All this he didn't do with his arm. There's quarterbacks in the 2000s.
Bro, okay, BIRDGANG, listen. You know.
Elite, but it's pretty good.
Brother, I love Jalen Hurts just as much as you do, but we got to keep it a bean, bro.
Goddard had a good year. Like, how can you get say the guy didn't do his job? He still got them their stats that they had. That's
Name me one game this year that Jalen Hurts went out there and won with his arm. Straight arms.
He lost in the game that he had big passing games.
Yeah.
Those are the games we lost.
Exactly.
But he still put up 300-yard games. That's what I'm saying. And that's what good quarterbacks do. Now the one
salute to my guy Drew real quick. Hold on, because I gotta respond on this. Salute to my guy Drew with the $2 super chat. Hurts is Dak 2.0. Bring me Russ now. Listen, I don't want Russell Wilson either. This man is declining also. I'm not saying I want Russell Wilson, but I'm just saying that there is a difference between arm talent between Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts right now. Jalen Hurts ain't there. He's not there. Right now,
Russ did this his first year starting too. Like, people forget that.
It's unfair to compare them right now.
So early was because he had the best defense in football, and he had Marshawn Lynch and them boys running the ball. Russ didn't have to be elite in his first couple of years. He just had the team.
Hey, yeah, y'all right, man. Hey, Grant, hey, you know what? Bring us some mutual balance here, Nicole, because I don't even know why, you know, look, we both like some Jalen Hurts, but we got to know the thoughts from you, Nikki.
I love
Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson. Let me hear the thoughts on it.
I'm not a Russell Wilson fan, so I'm a little biased here, but I like Jalen Hurts too. But yeah, it's hard to compare the two. Jalen hasn't shown us that he can throw really well, which is a big aspect of being a quarterback. So everybody's worried about that. But I do agree we got to give him a couple of years to get better. You know, like he's somebody we're going to train and get better. I mean, Tom Brady, for example, nobody thought he was going to be anything for years, and then look at him retiring a GOAT. So maybe we can give him some time and see where it goes. But I'm with Notion on he's not great at throwing right now. Like, let's be honest, he's
not
got
great,
some
but he's
improvements
good.
to make. He's I wouldn't
better
even
than
say
average.
good.
There's a lot of quarterbacks out there that have worse passing yards.
There is, but the games that he lost, it was just so hard to watch. It's just we need to see some development there for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that's what
I'm not saying that Jalen
hard, so he's going to develop.
Jalen can potentially reach that status. I don't think he's been given that full opportunity yet. Again, I think we need to put some, I don't like the whatever quarterback developer we got right now. I think we need to get somebody up in here that really knows how to develop quarterbacks to bring the best out of Jalen. But I think he does have the talent and the skill set to be a similar type of Russell Wilson. But right now, again, I am not lying to my Eagle fan base saying that, hey, listen, there's a comparison between Russell Wilson's arm and Jalen Hurts' arm right now, because there ain't. I'm taking Russell Wilson's arm right now. But again, I like the ceiling.
Yards. No shit.
Hey, listen.
With better receivers. With
better
offensive coordinators. Better team. He's at the bottom. He's in the basement. 3 teams made it to the playoffs in that division. 3. And Russ was in there chilling with his 3,100 yards at the bottom. While Jalen with his 3,100 yards, second team in the playoffs, Pro Bowl alternate. Get out of here with that. I can't even roll with it. I can't even roll with it. Jalen's going to be MVP next year. Watch now. Mark my words. 2022 Jalen MVP.
Jalen MVP. I mean, it's possible.
You heard it early. This is a pre. Okay.
Hey, salute my guy Drew. Get another run back with the $2 super chat. Yes, sir. My man says if Russ goes to the Foreskins, cancel Christmas. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna be scary. Because honestly, the Washington team, they are a quarterback away, and I do think they've got capital to go out there and pay somebody like Russ. So, hey, if that happens, Washington's gonna be a problem. Come in our division. Then we really gonna have a debate about who got the better arm talent.
I wouldn't even care if Russ went to Washington.
Shoot, you crazy? I'm
not.
I'm gonna be nervous, brother.
My guy, like I've never been that guy scared of quarterbacks. You can bring Deshaun Watson. He can go play for the Giants if he wants to. You can bring Russell Wilson. He can go play for those are crappy teams. I'm not worried about those guys. When you put the colors on, you become the colors. Okay, so Russell Wilson in a Giants uniform, he will be a Giant. So he's going to be crappy like the rest of the Giants, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't flow. I never really seen no one go to a team like that and just become elite. Like, it doesn't happen that often. So you can bring anybody to our division. I still think the Eagles are going to win it because we got the better team. And we're more dominant.
Hey, look. Hey, my man said, Drew. Hey, big salute to Drew. He said, when was the last time we beat Russ? I don't even know.
When last time we played them?
Bro, Seattle was on us, I think, every time we played Seattle.
So 2-3 years back. I don't even remember playing the Seahawks. When last time we played them? I know he beat us every time, but you're talking about past teams. You're not talking about Jalen Hurts-led teams.
Again, hey, listen. As y'all can see, everybody, we passionate about our quarterbacks up in here.
Everybody's channel. We're going to be bringing this fire all off season long and next season. So be on the lookout. Hit that subscribe button. Hit those follow buttons. Hit those likes, comment, all that good stuff.
Indeed. Like I said, y'all know we like to differ on some things up here. I can't. Look, y'all know there's certain Kool-Aids I can't drink. And I'm sorry, Bird Gang, but I ain't drinking that one. But we going to have fun with it, gang.
The biggest Kool-Aid drink there is. Okay,
I like it though, bro.
All the Eagles Kool-Aid.
You already know it, bro. I rock with it. But at the same time, listen, I know what I saw this year, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Jalen, my quarterback that I rock with, he needs to work on that arm talent this year, sir, or this offseason. So, hopefully he gets it right.
Like, listen, if we use all of our assets on better defense, more weapons on the offensive side of the ball, and Jalen still looks suspect next year, I might be changing my opinion about him. But as of right now, I think he didn't get a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? 6 games and not running the ball, they ain't gonna give you. Like I told everybody at the end of that 6th game, I'm like, there wouldn't be no quarterback, and I honestly mean no quarterback that played this year that would have played on our offense those first 6 games and won some football games. It just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They didn't run the ball. That is crucial for anybody. Even in the Super Bowl, you see, they weren't even getting rushing yards, but they still was running the ball because you got to do it. That's just something you have to do in a football game. That's how you keep the defense honest. That's how you beat up on the defensive linemen so they don't come as hard. You do all that stuff by running the ball, and our coach wasn't doing it. So, like if we get this talent, and Jalen doesn't develop, then yeah, we can talk quarterback. But guess what? Next year's draft is even better at quarterback. So, if that's the case, then I guess we'll be drafting a quarterback next year. But that's a whole year. That's a whole nother football season away, So
You're right.
Until we get there, let's be happy with what we got now and know that he was a Pro Bowl alternate. He did have over 4,000 yards passing. He did score over 26 touchdowns. He was Toyota Player of the Year. He was, you know what I'm saying? That he have accolades for his first year starting. And a lot of quarterbacks you can't even say that about. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of good quarterbacks can't even say it about. You can't even look at any quarterback really. You've been seeing it all the memories all year long. He had better first 19 games than Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Carson Wentz, like all these, Tom Brady, all the elite quarterbacks, Breeze, all these guys. He had better stats than they did their first 19 games. So it's like, how can you say the guy sucks? It's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? You can't definitely say he sucks. That definitely just can't happen, But is he elite yet? No. But none of those guys were elite in their first year. Even we love Josh Allen. Josh Allen sucked his second year too. You know what I'm saying? But now he's elite. It takes people time. Like defensive coordinators get paid millions and millions of dollars to keep, especially young quarterbacks, confused. You know what I'm saying? Like quarterbacks in general, but young quarterbacks. That's why defensive coordinators love going against rookie quarterbacks, because they know they can confuse the hell out of them off simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? And make them look super bad. And I think that's what they did to Jalen this year, some of those games, They made him look silly a lot of times, but that's to be expected, Like I said, if you showed me some quarterbacks that came out their rookie year and just super lit it up, even Peyton Manning, I think he's the best quarterback of all time. He had 16 interceptions his first year. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen only had what, 9 picks this year?
Yeah, at least he did have a double digit. Yeah. He kept it under double digits.
Yeah. So that's good stuff. Like all those marks are really good compared to everybody that's ever played the game that you guys love and say is the greatest quarterback of all time. So it's like, how can you say the guy? Like I understand, like, does he need work? Yes, but that's going to be a career
all
thing.
All quarterbacks need work. Yeah.
Every quarter, even you've seen Stafford almost lose the game. Stafford been in the league for how many years now? 12, 13 years. He still kind of sucks a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Burrow overthrew some balls. Like everybody's going to overthrow some balls. Everybody, even your elite quarterback's going to overthrow some stuff. Going to miss some stuff. It's just part of football. All
right, so let me ask you this then real quick, because we just saw the Super Bowl, and I'm glad you brought that up real quick, Nicole. And I guess we could probably wrap it up on that. But listen, we just saw the Super Bowl, and Joe Burrow, right, was out there slinging the ball. I'd like to know from you, Nicole, hey, what's that comparison? You could talk about Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. Let me hear your thoughts on that. I mean, you truly see a difference of arm talent is all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, so that's definitely true. And we saw Joe Burrow be like the main quarterback for LSU with their winning season. For Hurts, we didn't really see that. He went to Oklahoma after Alabama, so he doesn't have that consistency. So I feel like he does need some more training, and that will help out, because Joe Burrow, again, he's also working with people that were on his team at LSU. So he has that connection as well. But he looked great for to be a new quarterback, he looked amazing out there. And to go to the Super Bowl is just insane. I mean, yeah, he didn't win it, but he came really close. So would love to see that from Hurts. That would be wonderful for the Eagles if he could pull that off. But yeah, I agree. He's just more accurate also. He also has better players to throw to. Eagles we definitely need to use those draft picks. We might need to look at some free agents. We got to get that talent out there.
I agree. We need to improve, but hey, you heard it there, BIRDGANG. What's your thoughts? Hold up. Don't think you about to moonwalk out of this one. Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. I need to know. I mean, do you see a difference in arm talent there? I mean, what you got on that thought?
Yeah. Guys.
But you evidently got Jalen Hurts with a better arm than Russell Wilson.
Hurts is not going to have an elite arm ever. You're expecting the guy who's not a pocket passer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the difference like this. Pocket passers have to stay in that pocket and execute the play, right? Because they're not athletic enough to make a play on the run. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is dual threat. So for a dual threat, he's a good dual threat. Will he ever be elite pass thrower? Probably never. He never. But he got winner mentality. He knows how to win football games. He's a playmaker. And he's going to give you some offense. Whether he got 200 on the ground, 200 in the air, so 400 came that way. Who cares how the 400 came? Who cares that it wasn't all in the air? Now, Joe Burrow's definitely got a better arm than Jalen Hurts, but he's also like 5 inches taller than Jalen Hurts. And, he's a pocket quarterback, so you expect things like that out of him. You know? Like, there's different type of quarterbacks for a reason. There's pocket passers. There's running quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? There's dual threats and whatnot. And as long as you can get the best out of your player, that's all that really matters. You know? There's good dual threat quarterbacks that play the football game. You know what I'm saying? Patty Mahomes is a good dual threat. You know, Patty can run the ball, and he can throw the sling the rock down the field. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson's all right, but he kind of sucks at throwing too. I think Jalen's better thrower than Lamar Jackson. But I think Lamar Jackson's definitely a faster and better running back than Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's still assets on your team. Like Nick Sirianni said it earlier in the season. He goes, I don't care if Jalen runs or passes, but if he comes up with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, who cares how he did it? You know? Who cares? You still put up the numbers, regardless at the end of the day. And that's what I say with him. You know, you look at that. You know, you look at your elite quarterback that went 4,000 yards this year, right? They went 4,000 passing yards. And then you go to Jalen Hurts only had 31. So, that 4,000 to 31 looks bad, but when you add his other 800 yards rushing plus 10 touchdowns, now it's the same numbers. You know what I'm saying? So you're still talking about the same math. He got 4,000 yards. He had 26 touchdowns. Same thing as your 4,000 yard passing. Who cares which way it comes?
Hey, listen, real quick, my man Darren Lewis says Jalen Hurts is trash can. Hey, that's big cap. That's big cap. But listen, what I'm going to say is this. Come next year, all I'm saying is I want to win. I'm all about this Eagle brand logo over here. I want my team to win for years to come. So until I see the arm talent, which I do believe Jalen Hurts has that capability to do those things, I'm not sold on no quarterback yet. All I want is my team to have the best opportunity to win. So I need to see it this year from Jalen Hurts. I need to see the arm talent. I need to see an improvement than what we saw last year. Because all I'm saying is, yes, we saw the flashes with the arm, but a lot of the things that he won us with last year were his legs. So I need to see improvement this year with the arm talent. And if I ain't seeing it, look, if we have a worse year than we did this year, y'all already know we're going to be hitting that draft up looking at quarterbacks. That's what it's going to be.
But that is good, too. I like how he says that. You know, you paired Burrows, who's the #1 overall pick, to Jalen Hurts, who's a 2nd-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a huge difference, too. That's the reason why he's #1 overall. Yeah. You know, but he was right behind Burrows and the Heisman. They went to school. They came out the same year. 1 and 2, Jalen Burrows. But watch what Jalen do his 2nd year. I'm telling you guys.
You're going to see.
Hey, I guess we'll find out.
But hey, man, this was a great first show. I liked it. I liked the energy.
Hey, I'm digging it, bro.
We brought it. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing this again next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Probably start on time next time. You know, we won't be late. Sorry about that, guys. But hey, shout out to the 30 that are still in the chat. Much love to you guys, man. We do this for y'all. Man, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope we can continue to grow as the offseason go along. You know, we're going to have some more topics next week. Maybe we'll add some, you know, whatever 2 positions we do, 1 on offense, 1 on defense. We do free agency and draft. So we can have a little bit more to talk about with you guys so we can just talk about the position as a whole. So, you know, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys want to see from us, what you like to see from the show, what players you guys like, you guys want us to check out and throw up on here. Because we always love to know what you guys like, you know. And I'm good, man. Any last words?
Man, y'all already know.
Nikki?
Hey, look, I just want to say y'all already know we do this for y'all. We like having fun and rocking with y'all. So I think we might even consider this. I know I'm with it. But even Nikki, hopefully y'all with it. We might do like a call-in show, you know, in our little future episodes, how y'all call in to us, Talk to us. Ask us whatever questions y'all want to ask us. I see a lot of y'all doing a lot of capping in this chat talking about Jalen Hurts is trash. I need to hear that in person. That's all I'm saying. I need to hear that live. So, hey, we just appreciate everybody. Yes, indeed. For having fun. Again, I think this is a rocking show. Again, y'all know what's the title? What we got the title on this? Live and Lit Eagles?
Live and Lit. The Philadelphia
we
Eagles
live and lit with it.
Podcast, baby.
Yes.
We were live and we were lit all show. So I think that
y'all already know. So hey man, you already know. Hey Nikki, you gonna let them know where to check you out and all of that stuff. We'll wrap this thing up because hey, y'all already know we gonna see each other next week.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited to be on here. This is like my first ever podcast, so thanks everybody for listening and dealing with me. You can check me out at Nikki Adkins, NIKIADKINS on Instagram and on TikTok. I think they also threw my YouTube in the chat. So subscribe, like, follow.
Yes, I will be a little bit later, but I will be. Check me out. So y'all want to play Madden with Bird Gang? I'll be on there again tonight, so holla at me. But yeah, man.
You already know. Make sure y'all drop Bird Gang off on the Madden night. He said he ready to take an L. Nah, hey, gang, we appreciate all the love. Hey, you already know. Let's go get up out of here, Bird Gang. Again, y'all check out the channels. Y'all new to the rise, go hit that subscribe. Y'all know we coming. Hey, and until next time, gang. Hey, come keep to know shit. Salute. We out this thing.